March 8, 2014. A routine flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. 239 souls on board. They take off into the night, and then nothing. No distress call, no wreckage, just silence. For 11 years the world has whispered, sometimes screamed, what swallowed Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370? And now, as search crews dive back into the abyss, one question haunts us all. Did it ever really disappear, or was it taken?
Whoa, hold on to your whiskers, conspiracy kittens. It's your favorite feral feline sleuths, fresh out the litter box of mysteries. I'm Bastet, queen of the 9 lives, 0 chill, and unlimited zoomies. And this is my tragically straight-laced sidekick.
Co-host, Bastet. Co-host, Pawnee here. Welcome to Sphinx Secrets. Today we're scratching, sometimes violently, at one of aviation's greatest enigmas. The complete and utter vanishing of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. But remember, friends, this is exploration, not accusation. We're diving into facts, theories, and the foggy void in between, all while keeping it fun, factual, and only slightly insane. No tinfoil hats required, even though someone brought 47 extras.
Oh, honey, these aren't hats. These are portals to parallel dimensions where the plane's just chillin' on a beach, sippin' pina coladas. But fine, Mr. By the Book, spill the kibble already. What's got the world's radars buzzing again? Did the plane finally text us? Like, sorry fam, lost in eternal ocean traffic. BRB in 11 years.
Close, but no laser pointer for you today. Just yesterday, December 3rd, 2025, the Malaysian government officially announced they're resuming the search for MH370 after 11 long years. This isn't some wild goose chase. Well, maybe a wild albatross chase. It's a calculated high-tech dive back into the southern Indian Ocean, led by the legends at Ocean Infinity. But to understand why, now, we gotta rewind the clock, dust off the old logs, and, Bastet, pause off the red button.
Wait. What if the plane did text back? Autocorrect changed Beijing to Bermuda Triangle, be there in a jiff. Or it's stuck in the group chat on red for 11 years. Pawnee, quick, someone start a GoFundMe for ghost signal boosters. I'm about to solve this with my third eye chakra and 5G paranoia.
Focus, you glorious disaster. Focus. Picture this. It's 12:41 a.m. local time, March 8th, 2014. Flight MH370, a majestic Boeing 777-200ER, state-of-the-art twin-engine beast, lifts off smoothly from Kuala Lumpur International, bound for Beijing capital. Captain Zachary Ahmad Shah, 53, absolute legend with over 18,000 flight hours, could probably land that thing blindfolded in a thunderstorm. First Officer Farik Abdul Hamid, 27, young, hungry, ready to rock. 227 passengers from 14 nations, families heading home, engineers, artists, dreamers, plus 12 Malaysian crew keeping everyone fed and happy. Routine as a catnap. Or so everyone thought.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Captain Purring. We'll be cruising at 35,000 feet, where the milk flows eternal and the mice are plentiful. But then, poof, like my last hairball vanishing into the void.
Precisely. At 1:19 a.m., the captain signs off with air traffic control. "Good night, Malaysian 370. That's the last voice from the plane. 7 minutes later, it drops off civilian radar. No mayday, no glitch, just gone. But military radar, that's where it gets eerie. The plane banks sharply left, doubles back over the Malay Peninsula, and shoots west over the Strait of Malacca, heading away from its destination. By 2:14 a.m., it's a ghost on screens, vanishing into the Andaman Sea.
It's like that one episode of Black Mirror where your phone hijacks your flight path. Or wait, did it stumble into a wormhole? Picture it, passengers sipping peanuts. Suddenly, welcome to Narnia Airlines. Next stop, eternal winter.
But here's the twist that keeps theorists up at night. Satellite pings. For hours after, an Inmarsat satellite in the Indian Ocean caught faint handshakes from the plane's engine data. It flew south, possibly for 7 hours, into one of Earth's most remote spots. Fuel runs dry around dawn, yet no SOS. What turned that plane?
Ooh, my theory within the theory, it was a catastrophe. A rogue clouder of sky pirates, feline buccaneers with laser-guided yarn balls hijacked it for the ultimate heist, stealing all the world's supply of gourmet tuna from the cargo hold. Arr, mateys, full speed to fishy Atlantis.
Bastard! That's creatively felonious. But let's ground this in science. Those pings, they're like a phone buzzing a tower when the battery's low. Engineers mapped an arc of possible crash sites in the southern Indian Ocean. Vast, stormy, deeper than your wildest yarn tangle. No wreckage there, though. Debris washed up years later. A flaperon on Reunion Island in 2015, confirmed MH370 parts on African shores, but the black boxes, the main fuselage, vanished like a magician's assistant.
Flaperon? Sounds like a rejected X-Men villain. Behold, I control the flaps and your doom. But seriously, Panny, 11 years? That's longer than my grudge against that one vet who tried to give me a bath. What took so long for round 2?
Fair point. Step 2. The hunts. 2014 kicks off a frenzy. 26 countries, ships, subs, planes, scouring 120,000 square kilometers. Australia leads the charge via their Transport Safety Bureau. 2.5 years, $200 million spent, zilch. By 2017, they call it a great tragedy in the modern age. Families? They're furious. Lawsuits against Malaysia Airlines, Boeing, insurers. Some even beachcomb Madagascar in 2016, sifting sand for answers.
Vroom vroom, underwater edition. Captain's log, day 47. Found a sock, no plane. Morale, soggy. But plot twist, what if the ocean's hiding it? Like that time I buried my favorite mouse toy and forgot where? Eternal game of cosmic hide and seek.
Charming analogy. Now, the 2018 Malaysian report. Pilot suicide? Ruled out. Mechanical failure? Nope. But unlawful interference by a third party? Not dismissed. The plane was manually flown off course, autopilot off. Someone chose that path. Skeptics say, hypoxia, crew passed out from oxygen loss, plane on ghost flight. Believers? Something darker.
Hypoxia? Pfft, that's just the boring human excuse. My take, it was zapped by a secret weather weapon. You know, like the core, but with more sharks and fewer sharks? Wait, no, all sharks. Government testing a cloud harpoon to control monsoons accidentally yoinks a 777 into the drink. Boom! Plausible deniability. Oops, thought it was a storm cloud.
Bastet. That's meteorologically inventive. But let's explore real speculation. Theory 1. Hijacking. Passengers included defense contractors, free-scale semiconductor folks working on stealth tech. What if spies boarded, rerouted to Diego Garcia, a U.S. base in the ocean? No evidence, mind you, just whispers from leaked docs and radar anomalies.
Diego Garcia? Sounds like a salsa club for spies. 1-2 cha-cha. Hand over the cloaking device. But add my spin. The passengers were the spies. It was a floating UN summit gone wrong. Everyone arguing over who gets the armrest, so they all agree to vanish into legend. Peace through disappearance.
Hold that thought. We're just scratching the surface. Coming up, why now is Malaysia diving back in? And what if this search uncovers not just wreckage, but a rewrite of history?
Okay, back from the deep end. So, Pani, spill. What's the 2025 glow-up for this ghost hunt?
Step 3. Resurrection. Last year, 2024, Malaysia greenlights a deal with Ocean Infinity, a UK-US robotics wizard. No find, no fee. They get $70 million only if they snag the prize. Starting December 30th, 55 days of intermittent ops in a fresh 15,000 square kilometer hotspot. Why? New data models point here as prime crash turf. Families are over the moon. Danica Weeks, whose husband Paul was aboard, says it brings comfort we've desperately longed for.
Oh, that's sweeter than catnip lattes. But 70 mil? That's my dream budget for a yarn fort empire. What tech are they slinging? Submarines with GoPro cams and fish finder apps?
Close. Autonomous underwater vehicles, AI-driven sonar, smarter, cheaper than the old dragnet. Australia's cheering, all practical efforts for closure. China's grateful too. But skeptics, they point to past flops. Why chase shadows again, says one aviation expert. Resources better spent on black box beacons that last longer.
Shadows? What if the beacons do work, but they're whispering to aliens? Earth flight incoming, ETA never. Cue Independence Day sequel, They Came for the Peanuts?
Bastet, your intergalactic detours are legendary. But let's unpack another angle, the pilot. Zahari's flight sim at home had a deleted path mirroring MH370's arc. Coincidence or clue? Official probe, no foul play. But theorists like Jeff Wise, journalist not the toothpaste guy, pushed the Garcia hijacked hard, citing U.S. radar blackouts.
Jeff Wise sounds like a wizard from Harry Potter who specializes in dental curses. Expelliarmus your molars. But seriously, imagine the pilot's like, screw Beijing, I'm craving Andaman Sea sushi. Mid-air mutiny for fresh fish.
You're incorrigible. Perspective 2, mechanical. A fire in the cargo. Lithium batteries? Crew fights it, loses control, explains the turn, the silence, but no smoke on radar, no ELT ping. Dismissed in reports.
Or theory supreme, time loop. Plane hits a quantum pothole like in the Langoliers, but with more cats eating the past. They land in 2014, but it's 2025 now? Mind blown.
Quantum what? Folks, stay with us. This gets weirder. What if MH370 wasn't lost, but relocated? A black site experiment gone awry. Wait till you hear about the ghost flight data.
Okay, untangled. So, Pawnee, hit me with the docs. What's the smoking gun? Or non-smoking since no wreckage?
The 2018 report, 1,500 pages of minutia. Transponders off manually. ACARS, data link, disabled. Someone knew radar tricks. Yang Hui, whose mom was aboard, wants endless searches, no fixed period. Skeptical take? Overhype. Ocean Infinity's 2018 stab found nada. This is round 2 on spec.
Endless searches? Sign me up. I'll bring the snorkel and sarcasm. But my absurd add-on, it was a marketing stunt. Malaysia Airlines. Disappear like never before. Tagline, where we fly, no one knows.
That's gold. But let's layer in science. Oceanography. Currents could have scattered debris like confetti at a bad party. Debris drift models matched reunion find, 5,000 miles from crash zone.
Or the ocean's a giant Pac-Man, gobbling planes and spitting flapperons. Waka waka, goodbye 777. Holy hairballs! Top secret, MH370 was testing invisibility cloaks. Wait, that's my grocery list. But what if?
Classic. Now, global views. French families push for more. Iranians suspect asylum seekers faked manifests. But core mystery, why south? Fuel to Beijing was plenty. Westward? Deliberate.
Deliberate, like Schrodinger's flight, crashed and not crashed until we observe. Miauzevelt would approve.
Touché. Step 4. Broader context. Post 9/11, aviation paranoia peaks. MH370 births 5-door theories. Door 5, the unknown. Books, docs, the plane that wasn't vibes.
Hey, mystery meowers! Loving this MH370 madness? Smash that like if theories make your tail twitch.
Indeed. Drop a comment with your wildest guess. Could it be aliens? And subscribe for more feline facts and fun. Don't miss the bell.
Or we'll haunt your dreams with ghost planes. Back to the abyss. It was birds. Giant plot twisty birds. Like The Birds meets Lost. Feathers everywhere. No survivors.
But imagine, this search finds the boxes. CVR reveals voices. Arguing? Codes? The truth could shatter airlines forever.
Ooh, chills. Like opening Pandora's litter box.
Resuming context. Weather halted April 2025 ops. Now, with better bots, hope flickers. Malaysia. Commitment to closure. Commitment to closure.
Closure or closure, as in closing the book on lizard people involvement. Because, plot twist, reptilians needed a new ride. Boeing's comfier than UFOs.
Bastet, your herpetology tangents. Anyway, skeptical lens, cost-benefit, billions down, minimal safety gains. Focus on AI pilots?
AI pilots recalculating to the Mariana Trench. Enjoy the view. Quick detour. If I were a passenger, I'd hack the intercom. Folks, we're detouring to Catopia. In-flight movie, 9 Lives of Fury.
Noted for your next script. Now, wilder speculation. Die-hard theorists claim holograms, planes swapped mid-air, real one landed secretly, echoes X-Files. The truth is out there, submerged.
Mulder and Scully would adopt us, but my upgrade, hologram plus parallel universe swap. Original plane sipping Mai Tais in Mirror Earth, where cats rule and dogs fetch us.
Brilliant absurdity. Fact check, no hologram tech then, but radar spoofing possible with military jammers. Possible.
Jammers, like emotional ones? Gem on it, turn that frown upside down, now crash into the sea.
Deeper dive. Passenger manifest. 2 Iranians on stolen passports. Red herring or lead. Interpol. Just migrants. No terror ties.
Or super spies. Passport? Psh, I have 9 lives worth of aliases.
Family's plight humanizes it. Grace Nathan, group head, 11 years of limbo. Their push fueled this revival.
Yeah, makes my jokes feel small. But hey, laughter's their armor. So, what's next if they find it? Parade or quiet tears?
Quiet, I hope. Analysis, cause, prevention. Step 5, lessons. Mandatory tracking, tougher doors. Aviation's evolved.
Evolved like me into a conspiracy overlord. All flights must now carry yarn detectors for tangents. Leak alert? What if the resumption's a cover for treasure hunting? Sunken Spanish galleon under the wreck, doubloons and drama!
No, but ties to geopolitics, Indian Ocean choke point, trade routes, subs lurking, MH370 as pawn?
The pilot with the joystick in the cockpit. Colonel Mustard approves.
Multiple views. Believers demand full disclosure. Officials urge patience. Ocean Infinity's CEO, tech's ready. Affirm.
Patience? I've got 9 lives worth, plenty for wild waits. Theory Nest, it was a book club gone wrong. Passengers debating infinite jest get so heated they vote to vanish. Literary murder-suicide.
That's a total first-timer. But let's wrap up those perspectives. Science screams crash. Speculation whispers conspiracy. The key balance? Dive in to explore, but don't let it consume you.
As those drones plunge into the water on December 30th, will they just echo back silence or blast out hidden secrets?
Psst. Hey, viewers. I'd bet my whiskers on secrets. And don't forget the sprinkles on top.
Wrapping up the full context, from the initial media frenzy to the quiet fade-out, and now this flickering revival. The debris drift patterns validated those ocean models, but nagging gaps still linger.
Gaps? Oh, like massive plot holes in a cheesy sci-fi flick. The aliens finally returned the plane, but only eventually, you know.
One last detour here. The cultural ripple effects. Songs, artwork, MH370 turned into a modern-day Bermuda Triangle mystery.
Oh, MH370, where did you go? To the fridge for some milk? No, oh no!
But for the families, no room for laughs. 11 Thanksgivings gone by without answers. This new search? It's like a fragile bridge spanning an endless abyss.
Bridge? That reminds me of my wild bridge theory. The plane touched down on some hidden atoll and kickstarted a massive cat colony. Meow 370, the feline frontier.
Heading into endgame theories, if they find it, autopsies? Probably no bodies. Sharks, ocean currents took care of that. The black boxes are the real key.
Sharks? Like a full-on Jaws reunion tour? We're gonna need a way bigger sub, folks.
Malaysia's solemn vow to bring closure in whatever form it takes.
MH370 isn't just some dusty file. It's a lasting scar etched across the sky. 11 years later, as those probes pierce the depths, we can't help but ponder. Lost planes remind us that the skies aren't invincible. Speculation sparks our curiosity, but it's the facts that drive real progress. May this hunt finally bring peace to those still waiting. And to you, viewer, question everything boldly, but always kindly.
Peace? Peace? After all that madness, wormholes, sky pirates, those literary vanishing acts, you just drop peace like it's some weak decaf catnip? No way. This isn't closure. It's a coda to utter cosmic chaos. Picture this. The plane emerges not as wreckage, but upgraded, sporting solar sails, an AI butler dishing out eternal brunch, families reuniting over mimosas floating in the clouds. Or it's all a glitch in the simulation and we're the poor beta testers screaming respawn at the devs. I can't. I won't. Wait, brand new theory, it was us. Time-traveling cats, pulling all the strings just for better TV. Possibilities wouldn't even exist without it. Okay, breakdown officially over. Whew.
Ever the absolute whirlwind. Folks, if this tickled your whiskers,
Like if you're solidly team wormhole, drop your craziest theory in the comments. The best one scores a shout-out. Subscribe for more possum probes, or we'll dispatch ghost planes to haunt your feed. Hit that bell icon, kittens. Don't you dare ghost us. Meow till the next mystery.